I met my husband in my early 20s. It was very fun and carefree, and we were happy and fell in love. Right before we were turned 30, we got married. We started a family soon after that, and I just thought, it's going to be a fairy tale. We're just going to raise little kiddos and it'll be great. And the reality was that life got complicated with more responsibilities at work and raising young children. The casual drinking turned into a way to cope, and he was drinking all the time and using prescription pain pills that I wasn't aware of for a long time. And the stress of that just caused him to withdraw as a father and a husband. When the kids were little, it was easy to hide, but as they grew older and things progressively got worse, it was harder, and I had to start facing the facts that things were very broken. I was very naive, and I think I just thought that as we matured and we went about, that things would just magically fix themselves. And this had to be okay because, we were a family, so it had to get better, and there had to be something I could do to make this work. Once it started getting really bad, I was hiding everything, and I was becoming more and more isolated because I wanted to hide the mess. I didn't want people to know that our picture-perfect life was not so picture-perfect. I knew in my heart that it wasn't going to get any better, but the fear paralyzed me. I didn't know what it would look like if I made that decision to leave. And before I could make that decision, I made sure that I exhausted all avenues of help. And when I realized that help was not wanted and he was not going to participate in that, I made the choice to end my 20-year marriage and knew what was ahead of me to start over and raise my girls by myself and try to heal all the pain that had been caused. Trying to pick up the pieces after that, I felt shattered. It felt so lonely. And so at night, you were alone with your thoughts and the problems and the pain. It felt terrible. It felt like I didn't feel like I had any control over the situation. In the fall of 2015, I was feeling more and more isolated, and I knew that I had to take some action. I knew that it wasn't just going to come knocking at my door, that I had to go out and actually do something. And it was a random Sunday, and somehow I just had woke up and decided I'm just going to go to service at CedarCreek and see what it's all about. I walked in and sat down in the back, and I remember Ben started the message, and for the next 45 minutes I was completely focused. I was so intent on what he was saying. It was different than any service I had ever attended. He actually explained verses, gave context for people that didn't know the Bible, and he made it relatable and understandable to me. And I remember just soaking it up like a sponge and being so filled with a sense of peace that for that 45 minutes was the first time I had forgotten about my problems, and I didn't think about what was going on for the day. It just took me away. And I continued to go. There was a Connect at the Creek event on a Sunday afternoon, and I came back for that, and I met some additional people, and they were just getting ready to start a small group class called Ridiculous Faith, and I thought, I need some ridiculous faith to get me through this. And I walked in not knowing anybody, and I thought, this is the most random group of women, and everybody's really nice, but I really don't know how this will help me. Now I look back, and I couldn't have imagined how that changed my life, because they are now my most treasured friends that I have learned to love and respect and grow with and learn about the Word and how much Jesus loves us. It has made such a dramatic difference in my life. I didn't feel alone anymore, and it was okay to be messy and to be real and authentic because we were all there to learn together and to help each other. And it was all centered around God. He was in the middle of it all, and He had brought us all together, and He just worked in all of our lives, and we can see that each week as we continue down this path, that we're all there for each other and we don't have to do it alone. The pain and the bitterness is really the hardest part to let go of, and the forgiveness. But what I have been discovering recently through the help of my life group and really digging into the Word is that that needs to happen for me to be restored as a whole person, and that is the best way that I can help my girls heal from their pain, is to show them that it's okay, life is messy. Bad things are going to come your way, but now we have a new way to be able to heal and to try to help us with whatever difficulties come.